Hello everyone, welcome to Swine Siksha. Today we're going to discuss one of the important topic, which is the river systems in India. Well, as we all know, India is full of rivers which are perennial and non-perennial, and the tributaries of those perennial and non-perennial rivers. So India is full of rivers. Well, as of now, we're going to discuss the Ganga river system today. So now let's see, before heading into the origin of Ganga river system, let's talk about few things about Ganga river. Well, it is the largest in India, having a number of perennial and non-perennial rivers originated in Himalayas in the northern position and from the peninsula in the southern position. And not only that, this Ganga river outspreads in 4 countries, including India, Tibet, Nepal, and Bangladesh. So, covering these 4 countries, it has a coverage of 26.3% of geographical area in our country, where it actually covers 10 states. Like in India, it actually flows through 10 states, which is like around 2,510 kilometers of length, which makes it the longest one in the country. And as I said, the 10 states, which are nothing but the Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, West Bengal, Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, Uttarakhand, Jharkhand, Haryana, Chhattisgarh, Himachal Pradesh, and the Union Territory, which is nothing but the Delhi. So, as I said, in the northern side, it has Himalayas. In the southern position, it has peninsula, which is nothing but Vindhya and Chota Nagpur plateaus. And in the eastern side, it has Brahmaputra Ridge, and in the western side, it has Aravalli Mountains. So Aravalli Range. So in this geographical location, the Ganga river system actually flows through. And if we talk about the origin right now, well, it actually rises in the Gangotri Glacier. So where it called as Bhagirathi, and then once it merged with Alkananda in Dev Prayag, after that it was called as Ganga river. Well, as you could see, we have Prayags over here. So this is called Panch Prayag. So in this Panch Prayag, as you could see, from Badrinath, whereas the Alakananda river starts, so the Dauli Ganga river, which actually merges with Alakananda in Vishnu Prayag, and after that, it flows in the name of Alkananda, and again in the Nanda Prayag, the Nandakini rivers actually merges. So this merges place is called as Nanda Prayag. And later on, when the Alakananda was merged with Pindar Ganga, where the merge is called as Karna Prayag. And after that, the Alakananda flows through, and when it merges with Mandakini river, so here it called as Rudra Prayag. And later on, when the Alakananda merges with Bhagirathi, so here in the Dev Prayag, the Ganga river origins. So this is how the Panch Prayags were actually originated. And as you could see from the Yamunotri glacier, the Yamuna river will actually originate, and it is one of the biggest tributary of Ganga river. And not only that, after entering into the plains of Haridwar, the Ganga will actually from here flows through for flows through the south, and then in the southeast direction to reach Allahabad, where it was joined by Yamuna. And later on near Rajmahal Hills, so near Rajmahal Hills, where it actually the Ganga river bifurcates at Faraka into Bhagirathi and Hooghly at West Bengal, and is called as Padma in the Bangladesh. So when it enters into the Bangladesh, it was called as Padma. So yes, and finally it discharges into the Bay of Bengal near Sagar Island. So finally the Ganga enters into the Bay of Bengal. So this is how the origin has been happened for the Ganga river. Now let's talk about the tributaries. Well, tributaries, we have two set of tributaries, which is left hand tributaries and the right hand tributaries. So if we talk about, so firstly, let's talk about the right hand tributaries. Well, as I said, Yamuna was the biggest tributary. Well, except Yamuna, most of them were originated in the peninsular region. So that means in the southern region. So as I mentioned, so it flows first through southern part and then southeast direction. So yes, apart from Yamuna, which actually comes from the Gangotri glacier, which goes through in a different direction. So the rest of the tributaries will actually comes in the southern direction. Now let's talk about the tributaries. So let's talk the right hand tributaries in the very first place. So the right hand tributaries of Ganga were Yamuna, Son, Punpun, and Damodar. These were the four right hand tributaries of Ganga. So Yamuna, as I said, the westernmost and the longest tributary, and the Saraswati River, which was in the ancient past, is supposed to have been captured by the present day of Yamuna. So this was the belief that the ancient Saraswati River, which was there in the scriptures and Vedas and Puranas, so as they felt that this Saraswati River has been captured by Yamuna River. So as I said, Yamuna was the westernmost and the longest tributary. Now let's talk about Son. Now this Son originates in Amarkantak Plateau, and after forming a series of waterfalls at the edge of Amarkantak Plateau, it reaches Arah, which is the western partner, to join Ganga there. So in the western partner, as I said, so here the Son River originates. Now let's talk about the other one, which is Punpun. Well, this actually originates from Chota Nagpur Hills of Palamu district in Jharkhand, and this flows mostly in northeast direction and joins Ganga at Patawa, about 25 kilometers downstream of Patna. So here in the Patna region where this Punpun was actually formed, and not only that, this river was actually mostly rain fed, and this Punpun often causes heavy flood damages on the eastern side of Patna city. So there have been a heavy flood situation happens through this river. Now let's talk about the last right hand tributary, which is Damodar. So here the Damodar river is there. Now it actually occupies in eastern margins of Chota Nagpur Plateau, and whereas it actually flows through the Rift Valley and finally joins in Hooghly with Ganga. So here in Hooghly, it joins with Ganga. So these are the right hand tributaries, and not only that, once in Hooghly, once it joins, it was also known as, well, I must say Damodar is also known as the sorrow of Bengal. Whereas because of its, heavy flood situation, it was called as sorrow of Bengal. And not only that, now there has been a transformation for this, and it's become a lifeline for industrial production by the Damodar Valley Corporation's multi-purpose project. So where it has been happened on the Damodar River. So now it's became one of the lifeline for West Bengal people. So these are the right-hand tributaries of Ganga. Now let's talk about the left-hand tributaries. Well, if you talk about the left-hand tributaries, the very first one was Ram Ganga. So this Ram Ganga actually originates in Garhwal Hills near Gairsen, Uttarakhand, and it joins the Ganga near Kanuj, Uttar Pradesh. So if I'm pronouncing anything wrong about the places, please do forgive me. So these are a little tougher to pronounce. So it actually originates in Garhwal Hills, which is near Gairsen in Uttarakhand, and it joins Ganga near Kanuj, UP. So here, Kanuj, which is in Uttar Pradesh. And the next one, which is Sharda, or called as Saryu. Okay, so this Sharda or Saryu, which rises in Milan glaciers in Nepal Himalayas, forming boundaries between Nepal and Kumaon. So in Nepal Himalayas, it is also called as Gori Ganga. So remember, this Sharada was also called as Gori Ganga in Nepal. And not only that, along with the Indo-Nepal border, it is called as Kali or Chok, and it actually joins with Ghagra. So Ghagra is another tributary of Ganga. So it joins with Ghagra over here. So here in the name of Saryu, it actually joins. So as you could see, the Ghagra rivers flows through. So in the Indo-Nepal border, it was called as Kali. Remember that. So after this, now let's talk about the next one, which is Gomti. So here, Gomti, it is a monsoon and groundwater fed river, originates from Philipit, UP, and it extends around 960 kilometers through Uttar Pradesh and meets Ganga near Saitpur, near Varanasi. So here in between near Varanasi, the Gomti river will meet Ganga again. So now let's talk about the Ghagar. So this was actually originates in the glacier of Mapchungo. Sorry about the pronunciations, which is Mapchungo, Mapchungo, I guess. So yes, this Mapchungo, which is in Tibet, and meets Ganga on the Chapra, where it is in Bihar right now. So it is the largest tributary of Ganga by volume, I must say, and it is the second longest tributary of Ganga in the in the means of length after Yamuna. So after Yamuna, the the largest in volume and the longest in length was Ghagra. So remember that after Yamuna, this was the important one. And after that, let's discuss about the next tributary, which is Gandak. Well, this actually rises in Nepal Himalayas again between Dhaulagiri and Mount Everest, and it comprises of two streams, which is Kali Gandak and Trishul Ganga. So here it has two streams, which is Kali Gandak and Trishul Ganga. So Kali Gandak and Trishul Ganga, and it enters Ganga plain in Champaran district of Bihar, and it joins the Ganga at Sonpur near Patna. So again, near Patna, it actually joins with all the tributaries or all the plains that it could cover, and it joins over there. Now let's talk about another one, which is Kosi. So the Kosi tributary, this was originates in the north of Mount Everest in Tibet. Okay, so this was in Tibet, and it consists of 7 streams. Okay, it has, apart from being a Ganga tributary, the Kosi itself has 7 different streams, and it actually called as Saptakosi. It's popularly known as Saptakosi because of its 7 streams it contains. So this was actually called as Saptakosi in Nepal, and it is also known as Sorrow of Bihar in India. So Sorrow of Bihar. So we have Sorrow of Bengal, which is Damodar, and we have Sorrow of Bihar, which is the Kosi river. So this is about Kosi, and the final one, which is Mahananda. So it is here, the final tributary, the Mahananda over here. So the Mahananda, which actually rises in the Darjeeling Hills, and it joins Ganga as it was the last left bank tributary in the West Bengal. So it joins Ganga, and after that, as we know that the Ganga will enters in the as a name of Padma into the Bangladesh. So Mahananda, as we've seen, it was in the Trans Nepal and Sikkim border, and it covers and it flows through West Bengal, Bihar, and a bit of Bangladesh. Okay, so these were the left hand tributaries of Ganga. Now, see, having these many tributaries and being as a India's largest river system, it has a lot of marine life, and it has so much into it, where the marine life system, and not only that, the biodiversity covers with Ganga, was very much into it. Like 140 species of fishes has been there, which are freshwater fishes present in the Ganga river system. And we all know that the Ganga river dolphins, which has been the India's aquatic animal, right? So the freshwater sharks and mangrove based tigers has been there, and mangroves of Sundarban Delta, which actually goes through Ganga's river system only, and we have 315 kind of bird species and 90 kind of amphibian species. So the Ganga river system is very rich in biodiversity and wildlife. So that's all about the Ganga's river system. So thank you, and we will get back to you with this series where we will talk about the next river system in our next video. Thank you. And please do subscribe to our YouTube channel, and there are the social media links in the description box below. Please do follow us and do check our website for the courses and services that we're going to provide.